Mason is a student at Oxford University. He has to make the biggest speech of his life, introducing the most famous man in the world, Michael Jackson.
If I try out, I will kick myself for the rest of my life.
Delivering a big speech can be the scariest thing. In 7 days' time, the pop star Michael Jackson will be launching his charity Heal the Kids at the Oxford Union.
Hello, Nick Mason.
It'll be a global media event attracting all the world's press. Before Jackson hits the stage, it'll be up to the president, Nick Mason, to introduce him.
The fear of this event, the recognition of quite how huge it was, started a long time ago, and I'm ticking over on adrenaline.
Nick's right-hand man is fellow student Daniel Johnson. Just 21 years old, it's his job to keep the press at bay and help Nick write his speech.
We've got to make sure that it's a speech which gets the audience going, but in the right way. We've got to make sure Nick feels comfortable with it, because if he doesn't, he's going to look like a fool.
I'm going to have the whole world watching me. I mean, I might not, but as far as I'm concerned, there's a camera crew in there filming me that is going to be given out to every single television network in the world.
He's introduced countless speakers in this place, but no one quite like Michael Jackson.
Okay. Speech. What on earth are we going to do?
Jackson will be accompanied by his partner in the charity, Rabbi Shmuley Boteah, and his close friend Uri Geller, the world's most famous spoonbender. It's up to Nick to set the tone for the evening.
I'm delighted to welcome to long-standing friends of the Union.
Uri Geller, who
Uri Geller.
demonstrated his powers to us last year. Why?
Cheap. Do you want to build them just as major stars, or chuck something in about charity? Just a reference.
Major stars brought together. Like a three-dimensional thing.
No.
By their
love for children. By their desire.
Sounds like this can go horribly wrong.
Yeah.
With 5 days to go, the press are bombarding the Oxford Union for quotes and information.
Oh, and the other thing was, do we have a dinner menu?
Yeah.
No topic is too small, no story too trivial.
Can I just put you on hold for 2 seconds? Yeah, I'm literally just finding it.
You want to know what this thing is?
Daily Mail.
You're kidding me. I don't want to know.
Oh, come on.
Does Daily Mail really need to know what
Nice, harmless. Keeps them from causing trouble.
With all the chain smoking and the incessant press calls, the worry is, will Nick's voice hold out until Tuesday?
Sorry, hi Simon, Nick Mason. Quick call, if you don't mind. I'm very well. How are you? That's better. Sorry, I'm getting snowed under here. There's a book about this place called Playground of Power. This might be. Hello, Nick Mason.
The first question on everyone's lips is, why is an alleged child abuser being allowed to speak about childcare at the Oxford Union?
Hello, Nick Mason.
First of all, congratulations. Great publicity too for you. He is well known for his work with children.
Damn, I've been rumbled.
There was a time when he was notorious for various allegations which were made about himself and children.
I was hoping that you weren't going to sniff this one out.
Are you expecting much trouble? Could there be some problems?
I don't think so.
The man's been accused of child abuse.
Now, as time becomes shorter and shorter, what happens in the interview is that more and more quickly people are moving to what they see to be the crunch question, which is, do you think that you have a moral duty not to host Michael Jackson? First of all, there's nothing that I can talk about with regard. I mean, I'm not allowed to talk about accusations made against Jackson. It's not right to talk about it. What is happening here is there's a charity being launched for kids. That is a charity that is going to do some good, as far as I'm concerned. Leave it at that, people. Everybody knows that Michael Jackson is extremely fond of children. Everybody knows that he wants to look after children.
Nick has one more event to host at the Union before Michael Jackson's visit next week. He's chairing a debate of no confidence in this government. An array of local MPs are in attendance.
Diehard socialist, and most of his
Well, no, I'm a diehard Tory, but my girlfriend is an absolute diehard socialist. Oh, Lord. Sorry, forgive me. This has been ongoing all day. Hello.
The guest speaker is writer and Guardian columnist Polly Toynbee.
Good timing, good timing. Hello, how do you do? Thanks for coming. Yes, we've got a camera crew following us. All to do with the visit of Michael Jackson. It's based on something because hive of activity. He's coming on Tuesday. Talking about child welfare.
He's not.
Watch out, you're on camera.
It's 10 a.m. and the pop superstar Michael Jackson is due to address the Oxford Union this evening for the launch of his charity, Heal the Kids.
The main street across there, outside by the church over there. This entire road is actually shut off.
Nick Mason, president of the union, is about to have his 15 minutes of fame as he introduces the most famous man in the world.
I've no idea what I feel at the moment. There's a little bit of fear, a little bit of, am I going to get it right?
Not only will Nick be on stage in front of 1,000 people, but his speech will be broadcast all around the world.
I have to trust myself that I can deliver a speech, even if worse comes to worse, that it's ill-prepared, that is not going to embarrass the whole event. Excuse me. I told you my friends are never stopping.
Waiting to greet Jackson is a group of devout fans from Germany. They're exercising their right to free speech and are furious about how the press are representing Jackson over the child abuse allegations. Nick's also under siege from the world's press.
He's a guy who has been divorced twice, who has a couple of children by different marriages. It's not what most people think of as mainstream family values, child welfare, that he's talking about these issues. You don't see a contradiction in that?
I see an element of contradiction.
Dear fans from all over the world, please welcome the press!
His reputation on issues dealing with children and family values is horrific and tarnished.
Familiarize yourself from where you are. You guys are my eyes and my ears. The people that are in the chamber, if there's an emergency, Michael Jackson goes first, we hold back. Yeah? That's it, gentlemen.
Where's staff gone? Staff would be up in my building.
Michael Jackson is 3 hours late for his speech in Oxford. He broke his ankle 2 days ago and it's playing havoc with the schedules.
How are things?
Fine.
We're still looking at 7:30.
I believe so. I've not heard anything to the contrary.
Do we know what?
Yes, they left London very late. He was with a doctor. He's very tired. He's very stressed. I just spoke to him. He sounds ridiculously weak. I'm very worried that the first bit of stress and pressure that he gets is going to disturb him immensely. Alright? I'm sorry.
To make matters worse, Jackson's arrival has to be postponed yet again as his bodyguards close the building down because of a security alert.
Okay, smoke in the kitchen, no
Smoke in the kitchen. You actually person?
Yes.
Why did somebody say that the president's office flashing up?
I don't know, Lindy's in the general office. Right, false fire alarm in the kitchen, which caused a bit of a minor panic. We've now got to nearly 8:10, so Jackson's not going to have dinner. He's going to go straight in for a photo, straight over to the chamber, and then get on with the damn meeting.
I've got far too much fear on my head. I've been worrying about a damn speech.
Okay, 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Michael Jackson's about to arrive, and the madness has already begun. It's time for Nick to step into the media spotlight.
Okay, so when Jackson has gone in, so we get as many security to the entrance.
One more security.
When Jackson is in.
Finally, the weeks of waiting are over, and it's time for Nick to make his big speech and introduce the King of Pop.
Mr. Jackson, BDP.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you, but I was never sure this was really going to happen. You're looking around here and you think maybe it hasn't. I assure you Michael's here. I assure you he's resting at the moment in the Union buildings and is coming across shortly. But really what I need to say, first of all, is welcome to what promises to be one of the most historic and groundbreaking events that the Union has ever played host to. Leading up to the highlight of the evening, I was delighted to welcome two long-standing friends of the Union. Mr. Uri Geller, the world's most celebrated paranormalist, who spoke here just over a year ago, and Rabbi Shmuley Boteah, the author of numerous best-selling books such as Kosher Sex and Satan Secrets of the Ten Commandments. I don't think any can compare with our star guest this evening. A man who has broken innumerable records, won almost every award in the music industry, and can rightly be credited with having redefined the world of popular music. A man who has spent his whole life in the music industry is now turning his efforts to ensuring a brighter world for children. That is, of course, Mr. Michael Jackson, the undeniable King of Pop.
Jackson's speech has already been circulated to the press, but it's the delivery that counts.
It's a bit gushing in places.
I am humbled to be lecturing in a place that has previously been filled by such notable figures as Mother Teresa, Albert Einstein, and Malcolm X.
I've even heard that Kermit the Frog has made an appearance here, and I've always felt a kinship with Kermit's message.
That it's not easy being green. I'm sure
Jackson silences the audience when he opens his heart about his own troubled childhood.
Indeed, the cheery 5-year-old who belted out Rockin' Robin and Ben to adoring crowds was not indicative of the boy behind the smile. All of us are products of our childhood, but I am the product of a lack of a childhood. And may we all make beautiful music together. God bless you, and I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Evening.
I think he did fairly well. Looked a bit nervous, looked at his feet a bit, but didn't make an off. Most important thing.
What an event. Elevated. Invigorating. Absolutely alive.